Yeah. So when we're talking about growing demand over the next 20 to 30 years, what role do you see batteries playing overall in terms of how big of an investment we're going to need to make in this kind of technology as a system?
Yeah. Well, we're absolutely going to need it. I mean, we cannot achieve the transition without batteries. And especially as things increase in, with AI and data centers and the storage of information on servers and how we utilize those systems, you need batteries to store the electricity to make that happen. There's no way around it. I want to cite something that has happened in Minnesota recently. So this is an alternative, and I would say a poor alternative to clean energy systems. So there is a data center going in at Becker's, Minnesota, and it's an Amazon data center. And they have proposed to put 250 diesel generators behind the facility in order to provide supplemental energy for that data center. That is not good for the environment. It's certainly not good for the people that live around there. We know that diesel generators are pollutants. They're loud. It is not, and 250 of them back to back, sitting in an open area it's not good.
Okay, yeah, we've heard about the Becker's facility.
Yeah.
So just to play a little devil's advocate here, you hear from certain people that to meet that energy demand, it can't be done entirely with renewables and storage. There has to be some natural gas or fossil fuel turbines to meet the full demand of some of these data centers. What would you say to those people, or what is not being included in that conversation?
I wish the conversation wasn't always an on off switch. So it doesn't need to be either an or. I'm not a big fan of containerized battery units, but I would say that they would be a much better replacement for a diesel generator at that site. They might not meet all of the storage necessary, but they're going to get you just about there. So going back to kind of the on off switch, I wish the conversations weren't around like we either have to go totally renewable or totally fossil. There's an in between. This is the transition. And we need to be demanding that type of transition. Do you guys feel like you hear that kind of connotation when people speak about clean energy, like it has to be an automatic versus an introduction and an add-on until
Yeah,
we totally get everyone there?
I get very frustrated by conversations which are very black and white and very polarized. It's either going to be renewable or it's going to be fossil or it's going to be
Right.
nuclear.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And if I'm putting a very big investment in something like a data center, right, I want to look at the whole mix that's going to give me the best cost, the best resilience, and the most efficient energy production and storage. And from what I've heard, from everything I've read, like you said, renewables and battery storage are going to be the fastest to build. They're going to be the most cost effective, and backing that up with storage to a very high percentage will get you almost all the way there for all of your energy demand needs. And maybe you need a little bit of natural gas turbine at the end to fill whatever gaps might come up in an extreme edge case situation,
Yeah.
right? Because these
Yeah.
things need to be online 24/7. So
Yeah. And
ostensibly,
I think
yes. Yeah.
we need to stop thinking about it as being we're not going to get there unless we do it 100% from the jump. It's going to be a gradual increase. And I think the thoughts around, well, we're not even going to try until we can get 100% there. That's ridiculous. Like, this is going to prolong the transition for another 50 years with that kind of mindset.